All right, adventurers, welcome back. Back to the Prime world. You know, like well, it's all Prime material, but back to the original world with the alternate characters. It's not confusing, don't worry. If you missed yesterday, Puck will catch you up right now. Isn't that right, Puck?
We got there, and that's the important thing. Couple of announcements for today. We've got regularly scheduled programming this week. We've got Mercenaries of Mischief happened yesterday. We've got Too Many Warlocks today, which will begin in just a moment. Tomorrow, we're having a watch party on Trash Bin. If you have a Prime subscription or even a Prime trial up, you can hop in and watch Clue with us. And then on Wednesday, we will be premiering our gothic horror genre show featuring people you might be familiar with, reskinned in a new place, in a new environment, called A Weekend in Pavalia. And you can check that out on Wednesday night. Also, the multi-dimensional assist system has still been engaged for these other people. Here's how it works. If you would like to add bonuses to any of the fine characters that you see here, simply get the request for their alternate reality counterpart, and those bonuses will be transferred to these people. Once more, those bonuses will be held, and should these two teams do battle, the alternate reality characters will maintain any leftover bonuses that they have when such a battle ensues. So, it's up to you guys on whether or not you want to make it more interesting. Now, I learned yesterday that we probably don't have an intro, so I'm just going to roll right into it rather than pausing like I did before. So,
I mean, we can do it. Warlocks. There are too many warlocks. It's a bunch of warlocks. Let's see if someone dies.
Thank you.
Oh, we're done.
I couldn't have asked for more. Welcome
You definitely could have.
to Too Many Warlocks.
You have very low expectations.
No, look, it's all the presentation. Welcome to Too Many Warlocks. I, as always, am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I am joined today by these alternate reality warlocks. And they are, in fact, all warlocks of sorts this time. We're not going to get into it. We don't need to discuss it, is what I'm saying. But they are warlocks of sorts. Starting with Guillaume, Justice's Demise, joining us today.
Guillaume. Just Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Yeah,
Guillaume,
you just figured out Guy. I know.
Look,
so yeah.
I'll get it right the day before the finale when I'll never have to say it again. So, next up, loyal servant of beings unknown, Angelo, the half-orc warlock, is joining us today as well. Who are those beings? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Let's take a little journey. The prairie dog of wit is out of its burrow. Echo of lore, Penathan Wright, also joining us today.
I have approximate knowledge of everything.
And last but not least, the Fairy King, the walking doom tree, Richard, is also here.
Fuck off.
When last we left our heroes. That's about right.
Welcome back.
That's everything you need to know about Richard right there. When last we left our heroes, they had the plan of the Knights Council was a success. The Avalon Knights of this world, this seemingly perfect world, where all things went correctly, where Zelos and Blackwind were defeated, and peace was allowed to continue in the Sword Coast, have been extracted and placed safely within your dungeons, in your world. And that's going to last. That's probably going to be forever. It's probably going to be okay. Oh, thank you so much.
That's a good start. That's an ultimate for Angelo.
Yeah, that is an ultimate for Angelo.
Thank you.
One ultimate for Angelo. Thank you. So those people are locked away, and you guys have been sent to this world to take their place, to ensure that these weaklings are equipped to no longer, to make sure that this kind of horrible catastrophe does not happen here. And you guys are strong enough to make sure this happens, and you certainly have no ulterior motives of your own at all, anywhere, really. And in the time that they spent there, they had a little bit of a, kind of like, I don't know, what's the opposite of a pep talk? They had a talk with Cookie, and Cookie kind of laid down the law, and then said that he had to depart. He had some things to do. Then there was an earthquake, and everyone assisted and helped and saved the people from the earthquake. And then, just as it seemed things were starting to calm down, the Mercenaries of Mischief team were dispatched to Waterdeep. Jobetta had some things she wanted to look after there. And the Warlocks team, apart from Richard, who has gone to go check on Richard, has departed to go check on a town that was attacked by its silver dragon protector. And now that is all set. And we're going to start today with... I think we're going to start with Angelo. Today. So, Angelo. You are traveling. You have your packed blade sheathed, not fully instantiated with all of the power. And you are receiving messages from your patron, the infernal being known as Kadaber. Angelo!
Yes,
Angelo, are you
Kadaber.
listening?
Of course. What can I do?
It took you long enough to answer.
I'm slow. You know that.
Well, now that you're finally answering me, I have a little job for you.
Of course. What do you need?
It seems in a town north of here, a little dragon has gone crazy and attacked the people he's supposed to protect.
Oh. Do we know anything about why?
I haven't a clue, but I know you're going to find out for me.
Of course, I can do that.
There could be an opportunity for us to figure out, maybe gather some more energy for our little project.
Yeah, always thinking ahead. You bet.
All right, you look into this and be sure to update me with everything. And make sure you answer the first time I call next time.
Yes, sir.
I don't like to repeat myself.
I know.
I can feel you rolling your eyes. Our connection is very powerful.
I'm not sure what you want me to do about that. My expressions kind of happen on their own.
Very well. Just see to it and update me as soon as you can. Over and out.
10th floor? I think.
And that is it. And so the
I imagine
information
I'm on a horse, for what it's worth.
Absolutely. What is the name of your horse?
Oh, charcoal.
Okay. So you are riding Charcoal. Just something I'm not writing down because I'm going to forget it.
Me too. The name can change.
It's just a different name whenever you look at it.
Sure.
You're riding Charcoal. I mean, these kinds of interactions that you have with your patron are somewhat regular. And the information you innately receive the information required to head out to this place. And eventually, after quite the long ride, you find yourself cresting a hill, and you can see this town down below. It looks like it's just covered in a sheet of ice. Everything is just frozen solid. The buildings, the structures, everything in this place has just been coated in a layer of ice from top to bottom. So, Angela, how do you proceed?
Well, I'm going to guide my horse as carefully as possible, and I imagine Charcoal walking with like 2 feet and then 2 feet like down the hill sideways.
Okay.
As we try not to slip and fall.
Just carefully trotting down the hill towards it. All right. At
Yeah.
that very moment, Guillaume, and Penn. I'm gonna get it right eventually. We're gonna
Just stick with
I'm gonna
Guy.
get there.
It's painful to
Yeah,
watch you
sure.
try.
Guy. My heart. That's Guillaume and Penn are making their way into the same town.
Do I see them?
You are free to move about the cabin. Oh, also, Penn, you have an ultimate. I missed it.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I was like, the story's so good. It'll come up later.
You don't see them just yet.
Okay.
And as you guys kind of slowly enter this place, it's kind of a horrifying scene, a macabre scene that is laid out in front of you. There are people frozen solid in states of terror. Horrified looks on their faces. It's a sea of frozen statues surrounded by ice-covered buildings. And as you come up to the edge of this place, something that sticks out to you almost immediately is 4 circles of grass on the edges of this sheet of ice that have been scorched black.
I'm gonna go toward one and investigate.
You're in some other part of this. You haven't joined up with them yet. We'll get back to you.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No problem.
First of all, I keep playing a game I've been playing with Penn since we started our trip here. Okay, you are perfect. What comes after, in your dictionary, what comes after syphilis?
I
You know, for a
I
guy who
know
knows
the
everything, you don't know shit. Come on, what the? Come on.
I've already told you the past 25 answers correctly every time. It is getting a bit old.
Okay, so you admit you don't know what comes after syphilis in the dictionary? Okay, fine. You want to do it that way. We should probably do something about these frozen guys, eh?
What do we, at a glance, do we know what those black marks are? Like, would an Arcana check or something?
I think that rolling dice to do a check would make total sense on this. As one could say, you may play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you like, sir.
All right. Ooh. That is a 12.
That is a 12. So on a 12, you notice almost immediately, and it's a little bit of a memory. But you see similar scorching when you do a summon demon spell. This is something that shows up when infernal magics are at play.
You've been spending a lot of time with Miss Singer. Do you recognize this? Looking at Guillaume.
A bunch of people are frozen, as far as I can tell. I push one. I'm assuming they fall over and shatter.
Oh yeah, they shatter into a bunch of pieces.
Okay, so they're frozen.
Some of them
and they're
have,
fucked. What are we supposed to do, eh?
Some of the people have waffle burns on them. Frozen onto them.
I would have absolutely no idea what that means. Kevin, how on the other hand? November 7th, see us again at halftime.
Yeah.
So
what do you make of it?
And why the hell are we here? It's cold, eh?
We're here because there's a powerful dragon that was rumored to be in this area, and this would seem to potentially confirm that. Unless
This
these
would
four
seem
circles...
that we are too fucking late. It's gone, eh?
Yes, but why here?
Maybe this is just a burp. I don't know, eh?
Is there anything, like, if I go up to these circles and, like, really look at them, is there anything else, or is it just that they're blackened? Like, are there any runes to them?
They're just blackened.
So this would either mean there were 4 casters, or there were some casters conjuring more than...
Or the answer to your very first question a while ago, why did the dragon attack us? Because there was 4 assholes in this village and the dragon just froze them solid and pissed off, eh? Maybe they defend themselves a little bit with some fire. I don't know. There's 1,000 stories. Let's go look some more, eh? Maybe we ask this guy, and I push another one over.
Shatter.
That's a little disrespectful to the bodies, don't you think?
Are you kidding me? If you got to go to the afterlife and they said what happened to you, and they said at the end I shattered into 1,000,000 pieces, who's got a story like that? Watch, look, another one, eh?
Shatter.
To each their own, and I'll start heading towards deeper into town.
All right. Angelo, as you start to get to the edges of this place, you notice that moving through the buildings are 2 figures. One is a man clad in far too much armor. And the other is kind of a spacey looking young man. He seems to just kind of be wandering in a bit of a haze. through these ruins, and the man wearing too much armor, and he's got a big mustache, and he's occasionally just pushing over one of the bodies and watching them shatter.
And they're on foot, traveling together.
What? Well, I mean,
And they're on.
They're on foot, yeah.
Yeah, no magic carpet, no gargoyles, no carriage,
Nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to follow them at a distance for now on the horse. Not trying to draw attention to myself, but just kind of seeing if I can overhear some conversation.
Who are these fools? They got here before us.
Do you think they're here for the same reason we are?
Probably here to investigate things. I don't know how they could be of use to us. They're clearly weaklings.
Well, I could take. Well, their energy wouldn't be of any use to you then.
No, there's nothing of value here for sure, but tail them a bit longer. Perhaps they could uncover the mysteries for us.
Fair enough. I do just that.
Make that a lesson to you, Angelo. Never do too much work when there are fools to do it for you.
I do enjoy being lazy. I think this is why we get along so well.
You're a good student. What can I say?
Ah, shucks. Guess you're a good teacher too.
So, Pen and Guillaume move through this frozen, ravaged city. Town. It's a town. Move through this frozen, ravaged town, street by street, knocking over bodies and surveying the chaos. Moving deeper and deeper in until they get past these enormous walls, all the time being tailed by Angelo, darting from street to street. And past these enormous walls, there is a kind of fortification. It seems that all of the defenses for this town were built up around this cathedral that sits towards the back of it. And where this cathedral sits, there is a small graveyard next to it. And in the frozen soil around it, there are signs that a battle has taken place. Signs that some kind of conflict was engaged in here between very large creatures. In fact, you can see an armored giant frozen to the ground with clear marks of combat on him. And you can see claw marks in the ground. Massive ones. And then, as you approach it, there appears to be one of the 4 graves that is opened. And just an empty hole is left behind.
You're a cleric, right? Tell us what's going on here, eh? Then maybe you want to go in the big house for you, eh?
I believe you've forgotten which one I am.
Oh, no, you're the cleric for sure, eh? You're fascinated with death, like to hang around in graveyards, definitely a cleric, eh?
I believe you're getting me mixed up with our timeline.
Yeah, I'm the one that's mixed up, eh?
Also, there's a 90% probability that we were followed here. And he doesn't even like look around, he just says it and then continues back looking in the hole. Does the gravestone have anything specific on it for this hole?
The gravestone has nothing on it.
Unmarked grave. check to be made here? Investigate, maybe.
I mean, you could play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want, man. You can roll all the dice you want to roll. And while you're rolling that, Angelo, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. That's some high-end investigation. Angelo is the knight. So, you're investigating this grave. It was dug rather haphazardly. There are small claw marks on the grave showing that it was dug up. But it's definitely not large enough for a body. You know, a grave that contains a body. This does not. This contained something else. An item of some sort. Something not very large.
These were used for storage or a very small body? Do people still bury children? He looks confused at Guillaume.
Well, you look up at Guillaume, who's wandered away. He's reading gravestones.
And just as though he was there, though, he's like, "Ah, yes, of course," and then goes back to looking around the hole.
Of course. Yes. Absolutely.
I'd also like to roll perception to see how much of them talking I can hear. I know Penn's talking pretty quietly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Quiet. Guillaume is not quiet.
Nothing.
No.
I hear nothing.
Yeah, you're like, I can't hear a thing. You need to get
I
closer
hear
to
my
that.
horse's footsteps. I'm
Oh,
trying,
it's good
but
to
I'm
see
also
I'm not the
really
only one that you ignore.
Wow. You're so sassy. Dang. Chill. Be cool, bro. Be cool.
Well, what do you expect? I'm stuck here watching your operations.
You love it.
I love it when you
I think
succeed.
your life is an adventure. Yes. Well, I'm gonna keep trying.
Now then, see if you can get closer.
I take my horse and go as if I'm walking by them, but listening as I go by.
Okay. And this horse-mounted half-orc begins trotting past.
I never remembered to do it with Guillaume actually smokes. There was a pipe in the original Guy right up that I never remembered to use. So Guillaume smokes. So yeah, as you ride past, you see him. You are from here?
No, I'm not, actually. I'm trying to learn more about this place myself. Do you know what happened here?
I don't have a clue and I don't really care, but there's a guy around the corner, big black hat, black coat, look all sad and shit. He's always trying to figure stuff like that out.
Thanks. And I'm gonna keep riding in that direction.
Oh, hang on. He's a little sort of trigger happy. What's your name, eh?
I just kind of look at him.
Tell him your name is Tom.
Hey, Pen,
And
there's
you
a
would
dirty
see
look
that
coming
the
around the corner to see you.
The expression would read purely like he'd heard the most insane and just pause. My name is Tom.
Okay, hey, Pen, there's somebody coming around the corner to see you, and their name is definitely not Tom.
Excellent. I told him to do that.
Did I hear that?
No. The only person who hears that voice is Angelo.
I'm just checking because I got two in my head too that might be messing with me.
Whenever I use that voice, it's the only one that Angelo is the only one that hears it.
So I come
All
around
right.
the corner and I see Penn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see the top of a hat. He's still crouched in this grave, like looking at the marks and like really like digging in there. And if you get close enough, you'll just hear from the hole. There's a 50% chance that you're a warlock and 50% chance that you're a cleric. I would prefer the warlock, but I can deal with either. And he doesn't look up. He's just talking.
I slowly dismount and kneel near the grave, but not near you. And I'm crouched with both of my elbows leaning against my knees. And I'm just kind of looking at you. And I say, if I tell you what I am, will you tell me what you are?
And at that, he stops. And you just see his head turn around and he's really wide-eyed. And he's just like, I can certainly try.
Great.
And we're just
So I am a
unsettling smile.
warlock.
He looks crazy.
Out loud, Angelo says, no shit.
Fascinating.
What an unusual
Warlock.
bunch of individuals.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see that they're clearly having someone in their head? Or would I just recognize that maybe?
Insight.
Fair enough.
They have someone in their head for sure.
Oh. You certainly are a warlock. Fascinating. And his demeanor kind of changes and his head bobs back and he's like, it's so great to meet you. I haven't met another warlock in so long. Well, I mean, I travel with one, but he's chatty. Oh, I'm being a bit chatty myself. Hello, nice to meet you, Penathan Wright. I think.
The slowest handshake in return. Are you two people?
Is two really correct? Can two people truly exist? Perhaps we're all one person when you really consider it. And then he kind of like mellows. Not so much two people. I am more unified with my patron at this current juncture. It was a desperate measure. I'm being tactful by being honest with you, although you wouldn't necessarily know if I was lying. So does it really matter?
He's insane! Which is perfect for us. Perhaps he won't notice when we take all of his power.
Since we're being honest, I'm really slow.
Guillaume appears right beside you, and from the other side of the church, you hear. Oh, you guys met, eh? I cast Thunder Step on the other side of the church.
Oh
to
God!
get here.
Well, you're still outside right now, so it's just the other side of the grounds.
Oh yeah, so there's an area of the graveyard that all the stones are flat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
To Penn, I say, so you two are together then?
If you mean romantic partners, absolutely not. If you mean traveling companions, then yes, sadly.
And that first one, only not for lack of trying, eh?
See?
Right. What are you two doing here?
There was rumored to be a dragon in the region. Having one of those would be unofficial, what we're trying to do.
What are you trying to do?
And that, again, it kind of shifts back, and it's like, just keep everyone safe, like we always do.
And then I look to you, Guillaume, for your version of the answer.
I am here because if we let him wander off by him own self, he never come back, eh?
Excellent. It looks like we have an opportunity here. Here's what I want you to do, Angelo. I want you to get Mr. Mustache Man away from Small, Dark, and Creepy. Tell him that you've seen something special and you want to go investigate. He seems to be an Asimar. There's something that we can take advantage of there.
I stand up and go to my horse. And to Guillaume, I say, will you come with me for a moment? I think I need your help with something.
And we just met and shit. I mean, okay, for sure. Yeah. Right. Be nice.
That was the best you could do.
I don't know, man. I'm new at this.
Let's go. Eh? I like that jacket, by the way. Eh?
Thanks. To Kadaver, I'm.
You can
searching
mentally
for-
speak with him. Like, you don't have to.
I need more. You gotta give me more here. How am I supposed to do this?
Okay, here's what you do. Take him to the front of the town, where the black circles were. Tell him you could tell him something more about it.
Okay. And if Penn follows?
Ride faster, I don't know. Why do I have to do everything? This is precisely what I gave you the power for.
You said I'm a good student, so I'm trying to learn.
Your teacher's an idiot.
I love this patron already. Like, this guy's a lot of fun to play. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, good. Good for you.
Get used to this.
I lead
so-
Guillaume to the front of the town, and I tell him I have something to tell him about the circles.
Very well. So,
You weren't
As
listening
you-
earlier, right? As we're walking up, like, you're not listening. He's the one who cares. I don't give a oh, and then we're there. Yes.
Guillaume and Angelo go off towards the circles, and as they go, Hen, as you're left at this graveyard examining things, you catch a glimpse of a face moving past the windows of the cathedral on the inside.
Interesting.
Come inside. We have answers.
Do I hear this in my head?
Yes.
Oh boy. And real quick, this is just for my passive knowledge. Did that insight check let me know that Angela was lying? I mean, Tom.
Uh,
I mean, definitely not Tom.
it's definitely not Tom. Was seeming It seemed like they wanted to get Guy away from you.
Don't die. I say to myself, and then I work my way towards the front of the church.
Very well. You make your way towards the front of the church, and as you approach it, the massive front doors of the cathedral swing open as ice shakes down from the bottom and shatters in chips across the floor. And there is this slow sound of wood and steel against the cold marble floor of the cathedral. Step, step, step. And a warforged that is covered with scarring and markings all over its body steps out in front of you. Hello.
Meetings. Are you the cause of all this? It is improbable.
No, I am not the cause of all this. I am here for you.
And there's like a sharp kind of half step back. I'm gonna
It is
need
all
more
right.
than that.
I do not mean you harm. I am CG5.
Oh. Do I recognize that at all?
Nope.
How do you know of me?
I feel your presence. My masters told me that you were here.
And your masters are...
Old, powerful. They have knowledge and answers that you seek. They are kin to you now. Do you not wish to meet with your brothers and sisters?
It has been a long time since I have gone home.
Yes.
And with good reason. Why have they chosen to show themselves now?
Well, they have been locked away. Perhaps brothers and sisters are the wrong words. These are more like your grandfathers, your grandmothers. They sleep. They thirst to be released. They were so close recently, but we think that you may be able to help.
I will entertain this idea up until the point when it is no longer valuable.
We would expect nothing less of you. Will you join us then?
Of course. Can't wait.
And this Warforged reaches out with his arms, and his arms disassemble in front of you as he cries in pain. And they form an archway, lining up all of the markings along his arms. And in a flash of light, it becomes a door. We are waiting for you. Will you come with us?
Of course. And he will calmly step through without looking back.
Very well. And he calmly steps through without looking back. And the pieces of the arms swirl back in and go through the doorway as well as the doorway disappears after both parties have entered, leaving this cold, empty cathedral behind. Meanwhile,
Okay, now that we've gotten him away, ask some more things about him. Find out what he wants.
First of all, did we see or hear any of what just happened with lights and doors and things like that?
absolutely not.
Okay, great.
Those are really dangerous questions. It's only 6:15 in some parts of North America right now.
All right. Listen, I gotta be honest with you. My name's not Tom.
No shit.
It's not
That's
shit
not
either.
what I told you to say.
Oh my god, just go.
I want to know more about what's going on. This is all very new to me, and so if you could tell me as much information as you have, or as much as you're willing to share about yourself, I'd like to start piecing some things together.
Okay, I get the first question then.
I mean, sure. Go for it.
What's your real name?
It's Angelo.
Ah!
I am Guillaume. It is a strange place to meet, yes?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
your
it
turn.
is. I want to know where you originated, where you're from.
You know about different places, multiple people, almost the same but not quite.
No.
My turn.
Smooth.
Sometimes you go a little bit blank, eh? Like you're listening. What's that all about?
I'm always blank. I'm
Recover. Tell him you have a
very
social
slow.
disease.
And I'm always exhausted.
Yeah, me
I know
too, but
exactly
that's
what you mean.
happens. That's what happens when you let other people in your head, eh?
Do you have people in your head?
People is a strong word. I got two wannabe goddesses. One of chaos, one of discord. One live in this year, one live in this year. I don't get no sleep for like a year now. But, you know, I kind of recognize the look in your face, that pleading look, like, shut up.
Okay. All right.
You should hear them now. They are discussing what color to paint the inside of my left eye.
Okay. That doesn't happen.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
He's
don't-
crazy
don't-
too.
Got that deal, but don't, for God's sakes, let them in, eh?
Let them in?
You cut that deal, eh? With a very powerful thing, eh?
I don't know how much of this I want to get into.
I cut a deal with two, and then I let them in my head. The first part was good, the second part sucked ass. Don't do that part, eh?
Ask for their names.
Can you tell me their names?
There's this grin and he starts to cringe. One of them is called Harass. The other one is Discordant. Oh, right in both nuts. Oh, worth it every time. Don't let them in your head.
Damn, Asmodeus and his throne! We got the jackpot!
What do you mean by jackpot? I don't understand what you're wanting me to do with this guy. He hasn't done anything wrong.
No, he hasn't done anything wrong, but we can help him while helping ourselves. Here's what I want you to do, Angelo. Tell him that you can help him out with his little problem. Tell him you can remove Eris and Discordia from his head. And I'll tell you where to go. Lead him there. And then the energy that is released when they are parted will be enough to finance our own little project.
I know how to get the goddesses out of your head.
I got a couple
Is that what
pretty
you
good
want?
ideas myself. Eventually, yeah, I got some use for them still. Eh? You know, I told you I'm not from here, right? You figured that out, eh? We're elsewhere. It's us
Yeah.
guys, the one, yeah?
But you didn't tell me what that means. Where are you from?
Imagine two places, they are almost the same, like a place and a mirror, right? And you look in and it's almost the same, except a little different, eh? And in that other
Okay.
place, you can make different decision, and the world get a little bit different, eh? That happened
Okay.
in the world we are from. The people I know there, they make, including me, some really stupid decision, eh? And then they made an even more stupid decision. They want to come here. These people I come with to watch them because I don't know what else to do. They want to come here and try and, I don't know, take what they missed, what lost there, or just live here now. I don't understand at all, but we don't belong here and they won't go home. So I have to make them
This
go
is
home.
infuriating. He only talks in riddles.
And then I make these go home. And then I go home, eh?
Does it have something to do with this ice situation?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Eh?
Ugh, you're possibly more exhausting than the thing in my head.
Don't let
It
them
doesn't
in your
matter.
head. I thought I told you that. Eh?
He's led us to an even greater prize. Help him with whatever he needs before he can separate Eris and Discordia from his mind. And then once done, we'll harvest all of the energy from the process.
Okay. Yeah, that's easier than whatever you were asking me to do before. So, deal.
Excellent. A perfect plan. We've done it again, Angelo. Ha ha ha! Soon all of our dreams will come true.
You look
I'm not
confused. You
even
want a
gonna
drink?
answer. Sure. What do you got?
Meanwhile,
I got two.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just,
you guys
I offer
go
you
ahead.
two.
You guys have drinks together. Meanwhile, Richard, I imagine you're making your way to Waterdeep.
I am, and it's going to take me a while. So let's switch to other Richard and talk about what he's doing.
Sure. I mean, I didn't say which
Sure.
Richards.
So our lovely Richard that we've all come to know and love over the years as the resident edgelord, who's no longer the resident edgelord, is just the lovely little dude owning a bar. Well, little dude's the wrong word. He's 6'6". He's big, but you know it doesn't matter. So, anyways, the first things first. I'm sure you're
Richard.
all.
We're out of vodka.
Have you checked the basement?
I can feel that we're out.
We've got like 2 crates in the basement. Dude, just go and get them.
I'm telling you, I can feel it. Which one of us communes with wood? Those crates are empty.
If I go down
Birch,
there, and they're
please.
not, I swear to God.
All right, well, you can free to check them. Don't believe me. I'm just a sentient tree with, like, fey powers and stuff. What do I know?
I'm gonna open the crates downstairs, and I assume that they're full.
Yeah, all right, they're full. But
Yeah, so,
by all means, don't let me derail you too much. I'm just going to interject with Alan occasionally.
All right. Yeah. So, and basically Richard, this is basically like a scene in a movie where Richard turns to the camera and looks at everyone. I bet you're wondering what goes on in this crazy place.
Oh my God.
Well, let me tell you. Just one of those terrible movie bits. And he goes, well, I'm certain you're wondering what the hell is going on with all of this. But first things first, I'm also pretty sure you want to know what the bar looks like. So we're going to start with that.
All right. What's going on in this bar?
The bar in the Heroes Rest has been divided into three parts. The ground floor, the bar room, and the bar room, which plays host to most of the citizens in Waterdeep, and the upper floor, which is made up of guest rooms, a plant nursery, and a greenhouse. And the basement floor, which is set up to be another bar room, focused this time on more non-humanoid clientele. At any given moment, the ground and basement floors are filled, ordering drink and food galore. It's a good thing that Alan has managed to keep my stubborn ass to hire a proper staff, as opposed to only just Napathan. You're Napathan? Yeah, you know.
Nepathan.
My accountant dude.
Yes. Who we met in another episode way back when.
Yes. Some lovely people that work in the bar are Zilgrin, a wonderful red half-dragon that was originally being scouted for this weird dragon cult I hear about, but, apparently we don't have time for that anymore, so, I mean, really, thank God he's more about being a fantastic chef than taking over the world. Nice guy, that Zilgrin. Napathan is still serving dutifully as my accountant, even though some of his practices are keeping the bar profitable are morally questionable, reprehensible, and disgusting. But, as long as I don't know about it, I've got plausible deniability. And Alan, of course, my other half, has been working, unfortunately, in
Your
one
better
of the...
half. Your better half.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
Well, why don't you tell them, Alan, about the work that you've been doing as a therapist with Oberon and Titania.
Look, I'm not allowed to talk about that. There's confidentiality things.
Into my house.
Yeah, because they're my clients. Like, you don't...
But cost to soundproof that room? I still hear them screaming.
I don't mess with your business. I've got work to do. It's not all about what you've got going on. I've got my own thing. This was a big deal for me. Don't ruin this with your trauma.
No, look, it's great that you have a career that you're happy about, but why them? Why marriage counseling? Why?
Because they need it? They tore a man in half to prove a point. Who better, really?
And one of the men that they tore in half?
Well, he owns a bar now with his good tree friend, who he doesn't properly respect.
Birch, please.
Oh, Birch, please me.
And I imagine this just goes on and on until...
Oh yeah, no, this is every day like this.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking over some stuff, unfortunately.
That's all right.
There would be like a shaking ground outside as the Fairy King comes to say hello.
Thumping through the streets of Waterdeep, I'm sure. The ground is shaking.
Yeah.
The
Both Alan and Richard would definitely recognize what this thumping and thundering feels like.
Well, the first one to feel it is Alan. He feels it right through his roots. And he's like, "Oh, I think this one's for you, Rich. I think this one's for you."
All right. I'm just going to look out a window, and there's a tall, lumbering tree man kind of reaching around buildings, going,
Kinda
trying to get over.
Lumbering his way towards your bar.
Exactly.
Yes. And he's moving up on you. And he arrives just outside.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Dick Wood over here. They're not, the Titania and Oberon, they're not coming in today, are they?
You know what? I'll send a message and cancel. No, I'll send a message and cancel. It looks like you're busy, and I mean, we've got so much going on. I don't want to infringe on your stuff. I don't want to, like, you. Looks like you got some things going on, and no,
I'm gone.
Yeah, no problem. Lock the door, and
mace, the mace behind the bar. I'm gonna need that and every single anti-magic grenade you've got. We've been building an arsenal here. I know this. Because people don't always pay money.
You've been building an arsenal. I've been doing marriage counseling and running a bar.
Yeah, because I knew something like this would happen one day.
No, you thought something like this would happen. Look, you thought it would happen, and just because it happened doesn't mean you're right.
What happens?
No.
Right.
This is not a confirmation of your paranoid lifestyle.
You messed up my boss. I'm really angry at you. It's just a piss off. You know this.
Look, this doesn't confirm anything. Maybe he's friendly.
He doesn't sound friendly.
I mean, that's judgmental. First of all, you were a tree person before.
And I wasn't friendly then.
Yeah, and you sounded roughly the same. Well, look, friendlier, okay? Friendlier. Just go talk to him. Yeah, look.
It's a good thing we're connected. Otherwise, we would be in so much more.
I'll have stuff if you need it, and you go talk to him. But don't come out there armed. That sends a bad message.
It won't be obvious I'm armed. Besides, he's like giant. Do you think he's going to be able to...
Yeah, you're the king of stealth.
There's just kind of like a slap, and I imagine Alan slaps back. Slap fight of...
branches everywhere.
And so Richard heads out to talk to, as Richard lovely put it, Dick Wood.
Very well. And you step outside, and Dick Wood towers over you. People, a number of things. It's, children, please. There's definitely like a contingent of town guards that are keeping a close eye on this, seeing if it degrades any further.
I'm going to point at some of the ones that I recognize and just go, Louis, Franklin, I've got this. Just go. I've got this.
You sure?
Yeah. This is my...
Okay. We're gonna just
get the ballista ready. I mean, but you know,
we're gonna maintain a perimeter. And
Yeah, I mean, don't maintain it too hard. You're making him nervous.
what's the lunch special?
You know what it is. It's apricot jam with a lovely peanut sauce.
That sounds great. Okay, I hope the bar's still up when you're done.
I mean, it is, and if not, just head to the basement. Their special is, oh God, what was Alan making? What is he making today? Oh God, Zilgrin is making.
Just like this massive Richard is just patiently waiting for this fucking Smother Brothers cartoon to just finish up.
I don't know. It's some kind of weird. Like he got some fun meat He got some fun meat recently. It's more fantastical fantasy. It just depends on whether or not you want to hang out with the crazy non-humans that you guys are slightly racist against, which I don't allow in the bar. If I will remind you.
Not cool. You can't just call me out on that stuff when I'm on duty. But good luck with your good luck with your tree guy thing. We're gonna stay over here. And Richard meets Richard for the first time.
Okay, so what the fuck?
But we're not going to do that conversation just yet. We're gonna put a pin in that. We're doing a lot of bits today. More than I imagined we would do, but we're doing a lot of bits today. So next up,
sorry.
we check in. Oh, no problem. We step in with Pen. Pen, you step into this place, and there's this enormous black marble walkway with railings along the side that stretches out in front of you. And in the distance, you can see towers of bookshelves, enormous tomes, the size of your entire body by the length of the spines in the distance. And in the space between that walkway and these enormous walls in the distance, there is just blackness. You can see no bottom. CG5 is next to you. His arms have reassembled. And the path that is laid out before you ends with a book cradle and 4 pedestals.
Oh, it's been so long since I've been home. I don't know how to handle this.
We are not there yet. With the help of your grandfather, you may take back your home. All of it. The way it should be.
And then just a very skeptical look. And he'll start walking down the walkway. But I do love what they've done with the place. I mean, really, the black marbling is beautiful. And that abyss, I've always wanted to do that. But I prefer hardwood, so.
And you step forward as you walk along it, and this Warforged construct walks alongside you, maintaining pace. And as you get up to it, there is a closed tome on the cradle that is bound in flesh. Its spine are sewn together vertebrae.
You haven't aged a day.
And of the 4 pedestals, one is vacant. The other 3 hold floating artifacts. There is a red one, a blue one, and a green one.
Going to go out on a limb and say he got himself into some trouble because he was always like that. Am I right? I'm pointing at the other 3.
No. He has a champion. The other 3 require them.
Good for
The claws
him.
of flesh, the screams of madness, and the silence of thought.
Gotcha. That's fascinating. What do you want, Grandpa? Because, like, it's been a while, and normally I would not speak to you so candidly, but as you can see, I'm rather addled with emotions for once. It's very interesting.
So, the part of you that is the Grand Archivist is, I wouldn't say terrified, but very upset. That part knows exactly what this is. These are the very chaotic embodiments that predate all other ideas. These are the old ones. From the first time one being killed another, from the first time a being felt madness, and from the first time beings began to think. These beings were created. They are older than time itself. And they are sealed away deep, deep out there. And these artifacts are their connection. Connections to whoever takes them up. Somebody who will help them come back to this world.
Do I understand why? Like, well, first of all, why is Grandpa here? Is he like the one that watches over them all, Mr. Book
They are
guy? I guess.
You get the impression that CG5 is referring to these things as your grandfathers because the Grand Archivist himself is an old one.
Oh, okay. So what's the book on the pedestal and bone and flesh?
This book is their knowledge. It can aid you as well. But you must take one of the artifacts. Who will it be? Violence, madness, or thought?
I mean, that seems like a pretty easy choice, but at the same time, this book's right here, you see.
Yes.
And they're all somewhere else. And, you know,
And
you're
if
in
you
here
take
with
up one of their artifacts and the book, they will both guide you.
Can I, like, if I just lift the book, can I flip through it? Like, is there stuff in this book already?
Absolutely. So if you lift the cover and open it up, the pages are blank.
Always. What is? All right. I guess I'll just kind of push it back down, and his demeanor's changed. Now he's irritated, and he's just like, it's always like that. Always. It's always like that. It's never that easy. And I pick it up and I throw it over the edge, and then it just pops back, I'm sure, on the pedestal. But
It goes over the edge into the darkness.
back? Did it come back?
No.
Oh, well. That made the choice a little bit easier. I don't have time for this. And I go up, and I can communicate with them, right?
You can certainly try.
You were always mean. I'm pointing at the violent one. You were always interesting to talk to, but I already have somebody that pretty much does that, and it's, you know. And you, I kind of got along with you. And I'll kind of, I won't take it, but I'll kind of like caress it for a second and look at the thought one. I remember having a lot of respect for you, but I can't remember what your issue was, because we all have issues.
And as you caress it, you receive kind of thoughts. You receive thoughts that say, we know what you want. And we have the knowledge that will help you get it.
And there's like thought. And I'll whisper to thought, can you keep violence in check? Can you settle madness?
Violence is a brute. The power of thought can always destroy violence. But the power of madness always corrupts thought.
All right. You know what? And there's just like a fall. So tired. Let's just... Let's all... Can I pick them all up?
Try.
So I'm gonna start with picking up thought first.
You
And then
pick up thought. And the moment you pick up thought, you are in another room. It looks much the same, however the long walkway is gone. The stone, where it was once this black marble, is now a pale sandstone. And the chamber that you are in is sealed. All the pedestals are empty. And the book cradle is empty as well. So it is done then.
Well, I had wanted more, but I suppose this will do. You are the most agreeable of the three.
We always want more, little one. So let us get more. Let us take the minds of others. Let's take their thoughts for our own.
We'll never be alone again.
Never again.
And with a smile on his face, will proudly walk out of that room with whatever.
Very well.
Is it what is this artifact that I have?
It looks like a blue globe. And it's got these kind of beaded kind of trails that hang off the sides of it.
Just hugging that, walking out of the room.
And the stone door out of the room descends into a sandstorm. And Pen, the echo of lore and the avatar of thought, walks out into Toril with a new mission in mind. We're going to take a break right there.
All right, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Well, looks like Pen's picking up another passenger. That kid just can't get enough Eldritch horror, can he? Before we jump back into this, though, Puck, tell us about some of the folks we're playing with today.
I would love to. I am a very lucky dungeon master. Sorry, my brain derailed for just a second there. It's just like, I'm sorry, the number you have dialed. Okay, so, I'm a very lucky dungeon master. Yeah. I'm a very lucky dungeon master, and I get to play with these cool people who all play games with me and do stuff on the internet. And I like to take this moment at the halfway point of the show to let them talk about the things that they do on the internet. And I will start with Guillaume.
It worked though. One biting insult and you have nailed it ever since. What's going on when I'm not here is on Wednesdays I do some stuff that nobody can see because it's not online. Thursdays I do some more stuff that's not online in the afternoon, but it's with some of the viewers in the chat at this very moment. And then that evening we start the Dirty 20 gaming Twitch week, which runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. Thursdays is very serious game of Ironsworn. Friday is a very silly game of a series of one-shots. And then Saturday is our new science fiction game, which appears to be cursed because we can't get more than one frickin' episode in without me having to take 2 weeks off. Anyway, and then this is the part I keep forgetting, and it shows two things. One, after that, if you miss it live, go watch it on the YouTube channel, Dirty 20 Gaming. I don't think I've mentioned my YouTube channel in about 3 months, and it shows.
You have a YouTube channel?
There's dust on some of those videos over there. That goes over there within a couple of days of being on Dirty 20. And one more thing, and this was pretty cool. Just this week over at Dirty 20 Gaming Twitch, we finally hit 100 followers. So thank you to absolutely everybody that was part of that. It was a big moment. Thank you very much. I'll shut up now.
Thank you very much. Next up, Pen. What are you doing when you're not grabbing more things?
Yeah, grabbing all the things. When I'm not here, I'm doing stuff over on my YouTube channel, Noctum Sky, where you can see me play different games. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. Actually played Kenneth and Wright in Baldur's Gate. It's been interesting, but a lot of fun. So if you want to go check that out, that's there. And I don't know. I'm thinking about doing some spooky stuff by the end of the month, but I'm not sure. And when I'm not there, I'm here or Trash Bin. If you haven't been on Mom's Trash Bin, every Tuesday night, as far as I know, we do something. We're doing Clue. Sean, this week.
We're watching Clue,
Crazy.
the movie.
I've never
We're
seen
doing a
it,
watch
but they
party.
say I have to. Apparently,
It's
Tim
real good.
Curry. I think he played
real
Professor
good.
Snape in a movie. Something like that. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Just, it hurts. It actually hurts.
I know.
Angelo, tell us about art and Instagram.
Woo! I have 11 followers now. It's going to be a weekly
Woohoo!
update of us going from double digits to triple digits, right, folks? Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the way these things work. It's exponential.
I gotta keep drawing more than posting just 4 or 5 things at a time. Oh, and speaking of which, if you do the art thing on the tablet and stuff, and your Procreate crashes in the middle of your art often, can you tell me how you fix that? Because I can't get any of my art done if it crashes every time I open the.
Woof.
Yeah, my challenge right now. More art to come when my iPad is not being a poop.
That's fair. And last but not least, Richard, what are you writing these days?
Today I finished and uploaded a 3rd chapter to the Shattered Tomorrow series. So all those cool kids that like to read what I put up. God damn it. So all the cool cats that like to read the stuff that I put up, please be sure to check it out.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
no,
wanna plug my
Okay.
handle
Huh?
people who are watching
Oh, there we go.
later. It's at Saber_Sensei. Just had to plug the handle because I forgot to do that.
Yeah, I had to search it a couple times. All right, please continue, Richard.
Yeah, no, it's that was pretty much the entirety of it. If you enjoy the Shattered Tomorrow series, this time we get to explore 42 as opposed to the other 2 characters, Gilligan and Alice. I suppose they're important too.
All
I guess.
right. All right. And again, thank you everybody for watching. Give us those follows. Check us out. The episodes go on YouTube a week later, and you can donate bits to give people bonuses and actions through the live requests there. And be sure to check us out on Wednesday when we are doing a special mini series. There's going to be multiple episodes of it called A Weekend in Pavalia, a gothic horror adventure. It's going to be spooky scary, and we're kicking it off on this spooky scary week. All right. So, picking up where we left off, Penn grabbed an artifact linking himself to the Old One of Thought. Angelo, under orders from his patron, has decided to help Guillaume with whatever he needed to do before he could get rid of Eris and Discordia from his head. And Richard was about to talk to Richard.
I think the word you're looking for is berate.
Berate? Well, sure. So, let's pick back up with Angelo and Guillaume. So, you guys have seen these circles. You've had a little chat.
So ask him how you can help him.
I still don't know your name.
It's Guillaume.
Guillaume. Like gnome? Like Guillaume the gnome?
Well, I would be like the tallest gnome ever. I'm like 6'2", And if I put on my big pointy red hat, I'm like 8 feet tall.
Oh, he's a real show-off.
I look like
Perfect.
shit in suspenders too.
Oh,
No, I am not a
feel like
gnome. It's more of a pronunciation thing, eh? They have
Yeah,
William where
right.
you are, eh?
Yeah, I've met a William.
Yeah, my name is just William and with a different accent, eh? From a different place.
Uh,
Eh? In fact, you fuckers stole it from us, eh? Guillaume, that's a
Whoa.
pretty name. William, that sounds like somebody throwing up, eh?
Hey, calm down. I didn't make the names.
No, you're
I
right.
was
It's not you
getting
that throw
really
shit at me.
excited. I
I
thought I
am.
was making maybe a friend for a second. It's a while since I actually smiled, so thank you for that. Um, I have this inkling that I need to help you on your most recent quest. What is it you're trying to do right now?
Let's start with I am doing something that you don't want to help me do at all, probably even a little bit. Eh? It's like so dangerous, eh?
I can handle danger.
I'm going to turn on 5 of my friends, eh? I'm going to stab them in the back while they try and do something shitty. That's what I'm going to do, eh?
So they're not actually your friends if you don't trust them.
They stopped being my friends the day they decided to come here, eh?
Huh. Well, it does sound kind of fun. They're not my friends.
I figure you get to fuck up one world in your life, eh? That seems reasonable. Everybody gets one, eh?
You already fucked up one?
Oh, big time, eh? You should see ours. It's like shit. It's all smoke everywhere, everything on fire, all the buildings burned, eh? The bad guys
And
won
now
for
your
sure,
goal
eh?
is to save this one?
I want to stop the same thing that happened there from happening here.
And it was your fault the first time.
I was part of it, yeah, for sure. But the thing that I did there, the guy here let this me, he didn't do it, so it's all fixed, eh? Here, not there. But
I have no idea what he's talking about.
You'll have to bear with me as I catch up. I've never heard of anything like this before. There's worlds, many worlds.
Yeah.
Mirrors,
So many, eh?
you were saying before.
when,
How
when
many
was
mirrors?
the last time you? When was the last time you make a big decision, eh? A big one?
Oh, a few months ago?
Okay, so imagine a whole
Uh,
world that happened if
okay.
you make the harder choice, eh?
Huh.
Now, every time you make one of those decisions, a new world, a new world, a new world, eh?
Oh, like in a story, like alternate realities?
Yes, we are living in a book, eh? Yeah. You understand now, eh?
Oh, I'm a character. Neat.
We are all characters, eh?
What I
And
do
the author, I think he is quite mad. Eh?
matters? What
I think
What
he's
we
mad
do.
as a actor. I think he's crazy like shit, eh? Who writes a book like this, eh?
I don't know. Whoever he is. Creative genius though.
Hey, you want to creative genius the whole next chapter with me, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Cool, I think it start over here. And I just pick a random direction and start to walk. Completely forgot about Pen. Just me and my new buddy are going on an adventure.
Excellent. Everything's working according to plan, but be sure that you're careful, Angelo. I don't want his idiocy to rub off on you.
Oh wait, you don't want his idiocy to rub. Oh, all right, cool.
The man is
That makes
clearly
sense.
out of his mind.
Right, and I'm HUNDP sane. Mm-hmm.
He's also the most paranoid human being you've ever met.
We use
Look,
human
you're
being.
saying the voice in your head is real.
The voices in his head aren't real?
I don't know. They might be. I don't live in his head. I live in yours.
Move the kettle.
Yeah.
It's right behind my eye. It's all fogging up. I can't see shit out of the left side of my face. Stop that. Stop that. Hey.
Still
see
a
what I
thing
mean?
I'm very glad of. I get on my horse and I walk alongside Guillaume.
Very well. And Guillaume and Angelo set out. Meanwhile, Pen, you walk out into the desert. And it doesn't take long before you come across a town. So what is it that we are looking for?
We're looking for beings to merge with so that we can protect home. Powerful beings. I was tracking a dragon.
You do not need them.
Definitely not the next black one.
Oh.
You have me now.
Forgive me, I'm only half acquainted. I don't exactly know what you can do. Or only part of me remembers. All a bit
Let's
fuzzy.
go into town, and I will show you.
Fair enough. And he'll stroll into town.
So, this is clearly some kind of small merchant stop. You're uncertain as the name. You don't even know exactly where you are. But you wander in, and there are people going about their business, kind of bustling around this place. There are caravans moving through. There are a couple inns and a couple dotted residents throughout this place. Now then, focus and concentrate.
I'm having a really hard time.
Exasperated sigh. You can feel them, the minds that are here, each one.
I think so. Man, that guy is really unhappy in his marriage.
Yes. A cacophony of noise. Let us bring silence to it.
Wouldn't we just not listen anymore?
But what would we gain from that?
Do I even need to make an insight check? Because I feel like we're about to do something real bad. Do I even have a choice, I guess, is the question.
Yeah, you are. We will
Oh,
need to
boy.
create a beast. There.
What?
And it directs your attention to a stray hound in an alleyway. This one will do nicely.
Yes, it will. Who's a good boy? And I start petting him.
Now then, since you got rid of the book, we will have to do this another way. And a bolt of blue energy arcs from the artifact into you, pulsing through your body and lifting you in the air, charging you with power.
Wow. How do I feel?
You feel invigorated. And the dog has now sat down in front of you. And it's just staring at you. Now give it something to eat. Let it feast on but a taste of your blood. And it will be our engine here.
Okay. And he'll make a little ice dagger and just drip blood.
And as you drip it, the dog eagerly laps it up. And then it begins to kind of grow and distort. Its muscles grow and its body changes in shape and size. Two enormous tendrils sprout from its shoulders and begin lashing out in directions as its skin turns blue.
That's fascinating.
Its mouth begins to split open and blossom like a flower, showing rows and rows of teeth.
I've never had a dog. I'm more of a cat person, but this is a fascinating dog, I must say.
Watch what else it can do. And it leaps from the alleyway onto a passing civilian, and its mouth wraps completely around their head. Their muffled screams as the body flails under the weight of the beast are quickly silenced. And you feel all of that person's knowledge enter your mind. As your beasts lets go, their face is shredded, and the top of their head is open, revealing an empty cavity. And it continues to spread throughout the town.
No!
Is this not what we wanted?
These are innocent people. Also, now I know why he was upset in his marriage, but I mean, they could have gone to counseling. But no, these aren't, they're not doing anything. Why can't we use this power to take the minds of those that would harm others? That's the whole point. I mean, logically speaking, I suppose this isn't the worst thing, but it's not right either.
These people are insignificant. Surely you know this, little one.
I don't think I do. I'm just a person. That could have been me. That could have been Kat. That could have been Jolbetta at a different time. That could have been anyone here.
Make a will save.
Do I still have the option to just succeed?
Or sorry, wisdom save. I said will. Wisdom save. Please make a wisdom save. In this scenario, you do not.
Is a 15 enough?
You can force this creature to obey your commands.
You're talking about the dog, right?
Yes.
Then yes, I will say heal. That's enough brains for the second. We haven't this is not. Oh, but it's so fun though. I know everything. We're gonna take a break. We're going out of town. I need a moment to think where I can't hear everybody. And you, sir, I point and shout at a guy in the street. You need help. Is a different guy. Go see a counselor or something. And I'm
All right.
grabbing my dog, and we're all going out of town for a minute.
Very well. You can feel the displeasure of thought at this
I'm
turn of
remembering
events.
why we didn't get along, Grandpa 3.
Because you lack the stomach to do what must be done.
I got more stomach than you, and I kind of like pat my tummy. You're just a ball.
I don't know. So Penn goes off with his artifact and his new thought devourer hound. And we pick back up with our two Richards.
I'm just gonna say this. This is why everyone thought you were gonna be the next Blackwind. You're very clearly becoming it.
That's a fair assessment.
I was gonna say,
Mister,
it's
I'm
kind of a
never gonna
given.
be him.
Different me.
They're the same idiot.
It was technically different conversations were had. But Richards.
What is this? Why did you do this? What? Why? And what did you do?
And absorb patrons like Blackwind.
Oh god, you went with one of Penn's ideas. Of course it turned out bad for you! And you absorbed your patrons?
Yes.
Are they still in there?
No. I am king. Only king.
Oh, you motherfucker. You gave up.
What? No. I made the hard decision.
No, you gave up. You surrendered any individuality you once had to be part of some stupid plan. And you gave up. We promised we would never be them. And you did this. I'm ashamed of you.
You've gone soft.
No, I've gone content. You're not strong. You haven't gained anything. You just became weaker and more... I don't even know. I'm done with you. I've been done with you for ages. And you come here To do what exactly?
Happy. I want to be happy.
And you thought I'd have the answer. Jesus. Happiness doesn't come from someone else. It comes from you. Purpose doesn't come from some other thing or someone else or some insane plan or execution. And I see you covered in blood. I can't believe what you've become. And now I feel like I have to go and clean up what is essentially my mess. Shut up! I don't want to hear anything from you. You disappoint me. Get out of here. Stay out of my bar. And with that, regular Richard goes into the bar and starts gearing up. Dick Wood just kind of stands there dumbfounded and unknowing what at all to do. And Richard comes out, kitted out.
Well, while you're gearing up, what are you doing?
This dumbass has made a mess, and if there's a me out here, there's clearly going to be some other of them, and I don't have the ability to talk sense into them. But I can yell at them for a little while.
Okay, but you're just a guy now.
Yeah.
Like, you're just a guy now.
Alan, I get it.
You don't get a do-over. You used them up.
Alan, before you and I became two people, we were massively depressed. We were begging for someone to end us.
I didn't have much say in it, but sure.
Oh, you didn't have any say in it. You didn't become sentient until after.
Well, look. Yeah, I still remember stuff. Anyways, look, that's not important. I get it. All right. I'm still not hearing a plan.
I'll come up with something on the way.
I mean, I heard that before.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna talk to Lucas. We're gonna see what he has to say. Look, he stopped that guy from burning the place down. We owe him one.
Look, I don't know your friend real well.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay, but he's not.
He sends letters.
He's not.
The last letters he sent were really weird and scribbly. I couldn't understand them for crap. It looked like he wrote them with a different hand. But, you know,
it's weird. But, like, I don't want to rip on the guy or anything, but he didn't seem like a bastion of mental health.
Were we?
I mean, look, I was fine. I've been a tree.
No. We've gone through this. It's our job to help out people who are going through this.
Okay.
So you can either come with me, or you can stay here and play therapist.
Then we have closing the bar, and
we're not even closing the bar. I mean, You know that guy Raphael that we've been kind of looking at for another assistant bartending position?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
like where
know.
this is going at all.
Look, we both have reservations about hiring a drow. We can get past that. We'll just hire him, let him run the bar for a little while. It'll be fine. Besides, the
Whoa,
other
I
guys will
didn't
keep him in
say
check.
I didn't say anything about it being because he was a drow. That's just wow. Hang on now. I don't.
Now, Alan,
I mean, like,
you can try to lie to me, but it won't work.
like, look. Okay. Say I go with you. Just say, for the sake of argument, you and me, we're going on an adventure with Gruesome out there, or maybe without Gruesome. I don't know. Are you gonna yell at him some more? I don't
Probably.
like.
And if he tags
Okay.
along, he tags along with us. I don't know what his plan is after this. I don't think he had a plan coming in here at all.
Then you guys have something in common. Like, that's yeah. Maybe you haven't changed that much after all. But,
Oh no, no! I've become emotionally more stable and healthy. He's still massively depressed and doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
okay.
We can maybe talk some sense into him while we're going on stuff. If he comes along, if not, then he can just sit in his own filth and go and feel sorry about himself. You know.
Okay, so this is a helpful therapy hike.
Sure, whatever you
And
need
not-
to call it to get on board.
Not a suicide mission, right?
It's not.
R-
We're
right?
not going to kill ourselves. We're done with that phase.
I know that's maybe not the idea that you have here, but you don't have a suitable stand-in
No,
for what
but,
the idea actually is.
No, but you know, at least we can help. The Avalon Knights have had our back, and now we need to have their back. And with, give me a second. Hey, you!
What?
Did the rest of you come with them? And where are my friends?
Not here. The others came through.
Okay, that's enough. I don't need any more out of you. Yeah, we're going. We need to grab some stuff. Grab some of the things people have left behind, and some of the stuff people have paid with in collateral. We need to give them a leg up.
Fine, I'll be the walking stick. And Alan converts himself into a staff for
Alright.
you.
I pick up Alan, and I also. I hoped I wouldn't have to call on this again. Kind of puts out a hand, and wood and like grass and wood kind of flow into his hand, creating a large weapon. The great
All
sword
right.
that he used to have, Thornbreaker. And he kind of looks at it. This is way too small. This is way too big. I can't swing this like I used to. Come on. And just kind of shifts it back into a much more manageable, smaller size.
Yeah, like you mean you've been swinging a rag for a little while here. I don't think a great sword is gonna be the style, and also great swords can't have therapeutic conversations with friends.
Alan, I made it a short sword. We're just
Okay.
going along with it.
We'll call that a
I'm-
compromise. Sure.
This is the compromise. And of course I can't use a great sword anymore. Most of the strength I had came from you. And besides,
Yeah,
I'm more
you're
carrying this
welcome,
around
by the
so
way.
Yeah, you do realize my plan is if we get into trouble, I'm going to throw you and Thornbreaker kind of into the air and hope that you and then let you get back into your own shape and do the fighting.
Well, maybe with my words. We'll see.
Don't give me that.
I'll try
don't
to
give me that
diffuse your
pacifism bullshit.
Okay, no, look. I don't. One of us has to be the yin to your raging yang, sir.
That sounds gross and disgusting. Let's go.
Well, you're the one who made it weird. Let's go. And Richard and Alan set out on their adventure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look. You coming, or are you gonna stay here and be sad about yourself? And just thumping behind him as large Richard comes and follows the pair.
All right.
Oh, and a small sending stone is pulled out. Raphael, yeah, look, I know it's short notice. Can you run the bar for a little while? Yes, I know. I didn't think I'd be calling you back either. Thank you.
This is Raphael's time.
Yeah, if you destroy the bar, I will be coming for you. Know this.
Raphael understands the agreement.
Thank God.
Raphael's time. I'm going to put hats on the walls.
Don't you dare! Ah, you thought that I hung up, did you?
Meanwhile, Guillaume and Angelo
Ah, yes.
on the road. Where you going?
This way.
He just says that.
Helpful. You said something about drinks before.
Yeah, for sure. Here, I got 2 flasks, eh? Usually, I start with this one because you don't have to hold your nose when you drink it, eh? This one, after a couple of these, then you don't have to hold your nose for this one either. So start here, eh? I start here. I'm a professional. Oh,
Cheers.
so, cheers, eh? So you don't even. Yeah, I know, right? That's the good stuff. Wait till you have a couple more and drink this one over here. You have to sit down for that, I think, eh? You're just little, eh? And I mean, we're looking eye to eye.
I'm like 2 inches smaller than you, and I'm on a horse.
And you drink 3 more of those, even the horse going to be drunk, eh? But you know, I noticed a thing, eh? Back there when we had our little conversation, eh? I said I'm going to stab 5 of my friends in the back and stop them from doing something, and I mean, you don't even blink, eh?
Huh. Yeah, I stopped caring about a lot of stuff recently.
Because you're a badass.
Apparently it's because I'm a badass. What?
I think
don't
it's
know.
because you don't got a cause, eh?
Oh no, I have a cause.
Oh, what is it you are
I
doing,
have
eh?
a cause.
What is it, eh?
It's a secret. You can't tell him.
I should say.
Oh, that fucker in your head, he's telling you what to do again, eh?
Actually, I thought I shouldn't tell you before he said anything, if you must know.
That's fair.
Good
you just
instincts.
met, eh? I mean, for all you know, I'm just
Hard
pumping you for
me to trust
information.
people. Yeah.
How many people are trying to kill you right now, eh? Just a rough
Oh,
number.
I don't even know. Huh. Too many and not enough.
Yeah, there's a rough number. They are after me as well, eh?
This is perfect. You can endear yourself to him by defending him against these assassins.
Are these that are after you, are they assassins?
Yeah, but don't worry about them too much, eh?
I'm not worried. Aren't you worried?
Yeah, a little bit, but don't tell no one, eh? It'll wreck my reputation, eh?
I can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that since I've met you, I've smiled more times than I have in as long as I can remember. I find it really hard to believe people want to kill you.
Was not well. It's angels, actually. The angels, they want me dead all over the place, eh?
Oh, why are you like a devil? Angels and devils and stuff?
Oh, it's way worse than that, eh? Here, have another drink first. Here, this one. The strong one. Hold your nose, eh? Hold your nose. I don't want you to throw up on your shoes, eh? I know it's hard to do. You have to, yeah. And when you look back down, when you open your eyes, I've done necrotic shroud. And he's standing in front of you with his skeletal wings. I told you, eh? Worse than the devil. Used to be one of them.
Wow! How did this happen?
I was a dick.
And then when you're a dick, this happens? Because, like, I feel like, where are mine?
Well, when you're an angel and you're a dick, this is what happens, eh?
Oh. When you're a dick
call
and
me
an orc,
fa-
nothing happens.
You know what though? They call me fallen, eh? Don't feel fallen. Just feel real, eh?
Huh.
Hey, Angelo,
did
you
you
said
do?
before you like... I had a party. I had a party like no other party. Oh, my friend. First of all, everyone hates me, eh? Because I'm already a jerk, eh? I put in the church, I put the whoopee cushion under where the priest sits, so he do holy mass, and then he sit down and everywhere, eh? I'm 8. My dad beat me for 2 days, eh? Then a couple years
Classic.
later, I know it's like it's good stuff, eh? Anywhere else in the world, they hit me once, I'm done, eh? But I make the big wooden penis and I send it through the hair in the harem, and they all freak out, and dad beat me for 2 days more, eh? So then I had enough, eh? I just had enough one day. And I sent out, because I'm a dick, eh? You may have noticed, eh? I sent out the invitation to a big party. I say, I'm sorry for everyone I was asshole to. Come to the party, I make it better, eh? And then I put drugs in the wine, and I put drugs into food, and I lock all the doors, and I fill the room with colored smoke, and I have people walk around go oogie, oogie, oogie in the dark, eh? I even paint a horse pink and put him in the room with everyone else, eh? And then at the peak moment of panic, eh? Somebody start a fire, and I thought, oh, this has gone too far. I opened the doors, and they all run outside right into the side. I don't even plan this part. I'm just so lucky. Right into the side of the funeral of the head cleric of the old church for the whole nation, eh? And then I hear a voice, 2 voices. 2 ladies. They say, we better get you out of here before they kill you, eh?
Ah. So that's the deal you made.
That's the deal, eh? I bring chaos to the world, and in return I get powers I don't got on my own. But to be honest, it's wearing a little thin, eh?
Because of all the chaos you're starting?
No. Because it's too easy with all the magic, eh?
Ah. Well, that's why we're gonna get them out of your head, right?
We are going to get them out of there. Hey, Angelo, you say you like to smile, eh? You know who smiles a lot, eh?
Ooh.
Heroes. You look at the pictures on the books, they're always smiling, eh? I don't never been one, but it looks like, I mean...
I don't know. Every
try
picture
something
I've
else.
seen of a girl, they look all grumpy and stuff.
Well, that's only at the start of the book, eh? The book started a long time ago. We're way at the end, eh?
I think this idiot is confusing heroes with fools that don't know any better.
You think we're at the end?
At the very least, the end of this chapter. Eh? When you kill, and I want to, or at least stop, 5 people of the power that I am here to stop, that's going to change the damn world, eh?
Well, let's do it.
Mon ami, my friend.
Friend.
I know it's a weird word, eh?
Yeah. Ami? Doesn't ami mean love?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean,
It's more than friend, and less than partner. But not by much. Eh?
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie, if you keep looking like that, I don't know how long we can be friends. I'm pretty spooked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot.
Excellent. Everything's falling into place. He's the perfect patsy. Couldn't ask for anything better. Just be sure not to fall
Patsy?
into his foolish friendship trap. Don't
Yeah,
forget,
okay.
I'm the one that can get you what you really want.
Yeah.
Remind me.
I can give you the power that you need. Don't forget, you'd be nothing without me.
Well,
Don't you dare turn your back.
well. Careful, don't give yourself too much credit. You need me too.
Well then, let's continue to serve the greater good of our own interests.
Yes, sir.
Good.
We have come to that point in the night where you must make the most serious of decisions, eh?
Oh no. The ones
Yeah.
that's gonna change the world and put me into an alternate universe?
Absolutely guaranteed going to put you into a alternate universe no matter which one you choose, eh? Which flask, eh? Look, I changed
Oh,
them,
the
you don't know
stronger
which
one.
one's which, eh?
Is one of them blue and one of them red?
Oh yeah, like they're really obviously different. Yeah.
I want
you take the
whichever
red
one.
flask, and the dream is over. That's it.
And I ain't plugging my nose.
I gotta stay close in case they fall off their horse. But, yeah. And that's how we can, roll off into the darkness.
Angelo and Guillaume continue to drink and go into the darkness, heading out on something. While somewhere else in the Sword Coast, Penn, with his new thought devourer, has run off into the forest to be alone. What are you running from?
Some people, and he specifically pictures an image of Guillaume, run to get away from their problems. I simply run and I kind of come up on a hill where I can kind of see over the forest and look back at the town. I run to get a new perspective on it. And he'll kind of look over the horizon. I've only gotten this far because I don't just murder people. And I'm looking at the ball, like I've sat the ball down, and I'm like, that's not smart for how much you think. The Tome Keeper, whom I now preside in, and his eyes have flashed a little more purple, so he's back to the archivist side, has only survived as long as he has due to the instances of his keep, the people that he chooses to stay with. I don't fully understand it myself, but being with his flow of emotions, I don't really understand many things that he does. I don't understand why we do what we do. There are plenty of others whom we can collect from, those who rightly deserve to have their minds revoked.
And at this point, while you're having this conversation, you've grabbed hold of your staff with one hand and just started idly moving it around in the dirt. Just to the side. And the orb responds back, says, "What difference does it make? I'm giving you what you want. Your power has increased now, even with the few minds that you have absorbed. Cast a spell."
Do I notice that I'm doing something in the dirt? Or is it completely absent?
It's just kind of like audibly, it's just kind of like back of your mind, like you would fidget with something while you're working on something.
Okay, then I won't look down yet. I guess I will cast Gust, just like straight up.
You cast Gust, and this massive gale of wind shoots upwards into the sky and separates the clouds. That is but a taste of what I can offer you.
You know, if they would have gone to counseling, they probably could have fixed everything.
Their minds were tainted. That disagreement could just as easily settle into rage, or madness, or murder. But now it's been cut out, and it's yours. Thought and madness are close. And so is madness and violence.
Yes, we're living the inevitable rock, paper, scissors here, I understand. I cannot collect from the truly innocent. I will dip into a moral gray area with those who I believe would do harm to our home, but I will not kill innocents in the streets. I will absolutely not. It's the only thing that's kept me where I am now.
Fine. Then we will find ones that are not innocent.
I have a list. Would you believe it? I keep it in this little book. And he pulls out a pocket journal.
This is exhausting.
Imagine how it's like to be this every day. And now you're going to be. So get used to it. Because I've had to.
What is the list?
And it's just like enemies of the keep. And it's just a running list. And there's like Kismet. You know, Blackwind ? Zelos ? Owen Stone ? There's a lot of ones I really don't know about. There's a few down here at the bottom, though, that I've been looking at for some time. However, it'll take
Blackwind
us
is
some time.
deceased. Owen Stone no longer exists.
Yeah. That does
Devils and demons' minds are not their own. They will not provide us the sustenance we need.
Well, do you have any recommendations? You're already in my thoughts. You can see my list. What do you have in mind?
How do you feel about bandits?
very gray. It depends on their methods and why they do what they do. Are they killing innocents?
They are quite ruthless. They'll kill whoever stands in their way.
Then maybe, just maybe, we'll put ourselves in their path and call it self-defense.
Excellent. Then we have an agreement.
We have an agreement.
We shall defend ourselves and gather what we need to protect the things we want to protect.
Yes.
That is what you want, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then, travel to the south.
Okay. And do I notice what I was doing with my staff before we go?
You have written something in the dirt with your staff in an obscure language that only you will be able to read because of the nature of your pact boon.
Okay.
And it says, there is another way. We can separate and do it together. But it can't know.
Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. And yeah, I'll just, with the tip of my boot, just kind of like rub that out and kind of nod and continue. Heading to the south, I suppose.
Good. Let's go. I'm still hungry.
Just ate.
Not enough, thanks to you.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta lug you around. Can't you grow legs or something? Can I give you legs? Is there a spell that gives people legs? I've never contemplated that. I think there is.
Oh, God.
Maybe a conjuration.
You are my avatar. I need you to take me anywhere.
Oh. That's how this works. Weird. Hey, go get him. And I take him and I get him in front of the dog and I just yeet him.
And it just floats in place in front of you. It's not quite like that.
You are less fun by the moment.
This isn't supposed to be fun.
Isn't it? We're family. This should be great. This is like work, except less fun than work.
I am not addressing the archivist, am I?
You don't know who you're addressing because I don't know. Have we met?
Go. The beast will lead you. And the dog starts walking.
All right. And I'll start walking behind it.
Very well. And Penn and his new artifact companion embark on a fun-filled mission of eating brains.
Anything bad decisions right strikes again.
Hashtag Penithin wrong.
Oh, there it is. Yep. There it is. Thank you.
Work.
Somebody had to get there.
So, Penithin Wright and his artifact go looking for bandits. Angelo and Guillaume depart for parts unknown. And Richard, and Alan go see if they can get that sitcom deal at NBC Friday night lineup.
Coming up next,
this is just so
Weak
extra
Carl and
funny.
Rhoda.
If you're a fan of British comedy at all, there is a character called Richard in a British sitcom called Bottom, and he is so unlike this Richard.
Unbeknownst to everyone, though, deep in the Desserin Valley, just a little bit to the west of that, the edge of a mountain range, a pile of rubble now, but formerly a facility where people investigated how to go to other worlds. And from this pile of rubble, a creature emerges, built of metal and flesh, but only the upper body. The lower body is one rotten, decayed leg, and the other is a leg made out of wood, pulsing with a black goo that seems to spread and grow and infect with every step it takes as it goes to work in this new world. And we're going to find out a little bit more about that next week on Too Many Warlocks. Thank you so much, everybody.
That was mine.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody had at least one amazing moment tonight. Thank you. That was a joy to be part of that show. Thank you very much.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to my incredible cast. Thank you to you guys watching us here. There's no show without you guys. Thank you to Dead Aussie for giving us a raid here, close to the end. And thank you, everybody. Please check out the rest of the stuff we got going on this week. If you want to come and watch Clue with us, you can do that tomorrow. Come check in, and we'll watch some Clue and have some fun. And come check in with us on Wednesday, and we're going to do a cool gothic horror adventure in Venice. I'm going to attempt to be straight-faced for the entire thing. I will probably fail, but I'm going to try. So we're going to roll
Just
with
real
that.
Quick, I want to interrupt because we forgot again, and we forget a lot. Thank you. Karis is so good at reminding everybody about this stuff. Big thank you to the production team. I will say team. There's more than one of you.
Yes.
You guys, you did new overlays for the crossovers. You got new names and everything on the overlays for this week. Amazing work behind the scenes as well as in front of it. Thank you. all of you to make this
flatter
work.
us. It is
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Puck. I thought I recognized that town. It seemed a bit familiar. Is there going to be any other information on that?
You know, Lenny, I'm glad you asked. You might remember that town from a little show we did last year called Hearts of Darkness, which was an adventure featuring Joe Cat and Dingo Doodles and Felix in an evil campaign.
Oh, that was fantastic. One of my very favorite shows we've done, you know. And again, evil is a very strong word. I would love to check in with those folks again.
Well, then you're going to have the chance, because that's going to happen not this Saturday coming up, but next Saturday, November 7th, we'll be having part 2 of Hearts of Darkness. And our good friends Joe Cat, Felix, and Dingo Doodles will all be joining us for another exciting episode of this. And it's going to be cool. We're going to check in with all of our characters, Waffles and I forget everybody else's name. I really only just remember Waffles. But
well, there was Ruben, the Mind Flayer, played
yes,
by
Ruben
Dingo,
and
Flopper, the
Flopper.
wonderful Eric Cook, a great minion, that one.
Yes,
also-
and the Void Caller.
A very familiar looking fellow, yes.
The Void Caller, who is played by our very own Penathan Wright. In another version as a swole wizard. So you can see all of that next Saturday, November 7th. Check back in with our cool guest stars who keep coming on our show and are awesome. And we're going to play a game, and it's going to be really cool and exciting. So if you like evil campaigns and you like Dingo Doodles and Joe Cat and Felix, you're going to want to check that out next Saturday. But that's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for follows and likes and all that kind of cool stuff. Thank you for all your support. There's no show without you guys. And thank you to my incredible cast, my production crew, everybody. And until next time, council dismissed.
Counter challenge Edwin's will, but Edwin reached out to Balfour to catch the red tail upon his arm furled. Both devil and knight were locked in a fight between two separate worlds. Sir Edwin Dardu then pledged his soul to hold Balfour at bay, and the portal collapsed with both of them trapped in a clutch of death to this day.